Rhythm is life, rhythm is soul. I say let's get it right this time. Let love unfold.
What the mind's been doing with me here lately is trying to make me question all this sort of looking inward as opposed to feeling like I need to look outward and what is my life supposed to be like? What is my purpose in life? What, now that I'm an empty nester, what will my life look like? You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just staying present. And it keeps telling me, all this non-duality stuff. What are you going to do? Just sit in a chair all your life and be conscious? It's like, what does that life look like? Yeah. So I'm trying to, I guess it's trying to like practically deal with what's going on. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it either.
Does it make sense what I'm saying though?
It does. I mean, what I wanted to say was, mind is always projecting, planning, future, always trying to set the me up so that at some time in the future, I'm going to become blah, 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 whatever that is. Yeah?
Right.
That's the nature of the mind. Yeah? And this, instead of looking out, but looking in, if I use your terminology, if you can just stop looking out for a moment, it takes a moment, just for a moment, yeah, something gets revealed, then your life begins. And it'll begin right now, and then right now, and then right now, and now, and now, and now. Yeah, there'll be no more this sense of a personal self, needing to project into the future, to plan. I'm not saying that thoughts won't arise or plans won't happen. Yeah, but you put a plan in place, and then you'll forget about it, and then just see what happens. Put it in place, but have no investment in it. None. Yeah. It's when we're looking out, we're not satisfied. Always trying to find something that's going to make me feel better, ultimately, or it's going to make me happy. Yeah. That's what everyone's looking for. Really, if you break it right down, I just want to be happy. Really. Yeah. And the mind's idea of just being happy with now, the mind goes, what? Huh? But there's nothing going on now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. In the absence of mind constantly, and it's constant, the mind constantly creating this personal sense of me. And it's that personal sense of me that's always trying to become. Always. Always. Like we're not here. Always trying to become.
Yeah, the mind threw up today. There's a reason why the absolute is individuated into Jackie. There's a reason, this soul came to earth and is experiencing this. I don't know. That's just, it's part of the human story of I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose, and the hero's journey. And,
Yeah. See, the reason would only apply to the personal self. What reason would there be in the absence of the personal self? No reason. Yeah. It's just the love of being. And me can't get that. And will never get that. Ever. Me can't experience the beingness. But you can. But you can. And clearly I'm not referring to Jackie when I say that, but you can. Are you being right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Are you here right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you looking for? Are you aware right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you looking for? What do you want? Mind steps in and goes, being aware, here, yeah, and what's the big deal? And the reason mind says that is it can't experience it. It has a concept or an idea of what being is, what aware is, what conscious is, what here is, what now is. If you look at that closely, even the notion of now, mind will break that up into increments. It can't but do that because it's dualistic. It's got to have a start and a stop, start and a stop, start and a stop, start and a stop. Oh, minute hand. Anyway, have a look. But in your direct experience, where does now start and finish? In your direct experience, in the absence of thinking about it, just in your direct experience. Where does now start and finish? Does it have a start and a finish?
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The mind thinks it does. It also thinks there's a future, and it thinks there's a past. There's the duality. Yeah. Past is a concept, future is a concept. So too is the present, according to the mind, according to mind's interpretation or understanding of now. Yeah. I don't know how much clearer I can make it. You're here. Here you are. And then watch the mind step in and go, yeah, but you might think it's Jackie that's stepping in and going, yeah, but it's the mind that's doing that, not Jackie.
So when people refer to the ego, you don't talk about ego as much. It's just all mind. That's
Yeah.
all the same thing, right?
Yep. Otherwise, you've got me and ego.
Right. I used to try to separate the ego as the sort of selfish part of you and if I could just get rid of that, then, but now you're the first person I've heard it's all the same thing, all the mind.
Clearly it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ego arises as thoughts. Me arises as thoughts. How are you going to separate them out?
Mm-hmm.
They're thoughts. Ego's not a thing. And if it is, someone tell me what it is. If it's a thing, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a concept. Pure concept.
Yeah.
And now that's being believed. And when that's believed, then what we do is we go on this mission to stamp out the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd be doing that?
Right.
Ego is mind. Yeah. Now what's going to stamp out the ego? Mind. That would be just like trying to stop thoughts with thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's one and the same thing. Don't separate it out.
Okay.
Yeah. My pet name for the me and the ego is amigo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amigo. It's only mind that divides. The duality is in the mind. So the idea of an ego is a mind product. Outside of mind, there is no duality. A little tip there, yeah. If there's no duality outside of mind, what moves? Love you, Malcolm. Stop looking for the answer in the mind, Jackie. Stop looking for the answer in there, honey. It's not in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay to, look, part of this journey, you will use the mind. There's no ifs or buts about it. You do. But there comes a time where you've got to see the limitation of mind. You're shooting for non-dual. How are you going to take duality with you? How are you going to do that? So at some point, it either gets surrendered or put down or you lose interest in it. Yeah. And then come back to your direct experience and inquire into that. Stop inquiring into that. Yeah. We're using this to try and inquire into the direct experience. Why do we need to go through that to do that? Are you here right now? Boom. Did you need to refer to that to know that you're here right now? No. No. There's another knowing. And I can't even verbalize. There's an intelligence outside of mind that doesn't work dualistically. Now, watch the mind try and get its head around that statement that I just made. Watch it. In your own experience, watch it. Does a brain fart. It can't get it. It can't get it. Mind's looking for a thing or a place or a location. It's looking for that. And the very thing it's looking for is right here, but mind can't experience it. For mind to experience this here now, mind would have to be conscious. Mind itself would have to be conscious. And there's a question, yeah. Is it conscious? Is mind conscious?
It wants to tell me it is, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. All it has is a concept of consciousness and believes that, and then says, yes, I'm conscious. You know, it might want to tell you it's conscious, yeah, but in your direct experience of the mind, is it conscious? It's just a storyteller.
Yeah.
Based on no experience. That's got to be seen. Based on no experience. What's it basing its story on? If it can't actually experience anything, what's it basing its story on? The whole Jackie story and your whole life and your memories. And what's it basing the story on? For it to experience, mind would have to be conscious. That's why I sometimes say, nothing happened.
Is there a time when mind is useful, like for you?
Absolutely. It's the most wonderful instrument, but it's limited.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a wonderful instrument. Yeah, it's a wonderful sensory organ. Like seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, thinking. They're tools.